Hello there. Welcome to our exploration of the world, where we delve into the stories of nations and their journeys. Today, we will be uncovering the histories and present realities of the 10 poorest countries in the world. Our world is vast and diverse, brimming with nations that each carry their unique narratives. However, within this global tapestry, some nations face challenges that have left them economically disadvantaged. These are the countries we will be focusing on today. We will dive into the circumstances, past and present, that have contributed to their economic status. We'll explore factors such as their gross domestic product, the impact of their histories, and the role of global institutions. But why is it important to understand economic disparity? You see, the wealth of a nation is not just about numbers and figures. It's about people, their livelihoods, and their quality of life. It's about understanding the stories behind the statistics, the human face of poverty. By shedding light on these issues, we can foster empathy, spread awareness, and inspire action. In this video, we will not only explore why these countries are in the state they are, but also discuss how they can improve. We'll delve into the potential strategies and global initiatives that could help these nations rise from poverty and stride towards prosperity. Now, if you're as excited as we are about this journey of discovery, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this video. Your support helps us bring more such enlightening content to you. So, buckle up as we embark on this enlightening journey. Before we delve into our list, it's important to understand what it means for a country to be classified as poor. To gauge a country's wealth or poverty, economists often use indicators such as gross domestic product or GDP and purchasing power parity, or PPP, represents the total value of all goods and services produced by a country in a given year. However, it doesn't account for cost of living differences across countries, which is where PPP comes in. Adjusts GDP by comparing the cost of a standard basket of goods and services in different countries. Here's the catch. These numbers can sometimes be distorted. Factors like the size of the shadow economy or the influence of tax havens can inflate GDP figures, giving a skewed picture of a country's actual economic status. GDP per capita doesn't necessarily reflect personal income or the distribution of wealth within a country. At the same time, it's important to note that economic figures are just one piece of the puzzle. Factors like political stability, access to quality education and healthcare, and the impact of climate change also play crucial roles in a country's overall well-being. That we have a clearer understanding of these economic terms, let's dive into our list of the 10 poorest countries. Starting off our list, we have Burundi, a small landlocked country in East Africa. Burundi's history is marked by ethnic conflict and political instability, which have greatly hampered economic development. The country's economy is predominantly agricultural, and frequent droughts and soil erosion have led to a decline in food production, leaving many in poverty. Next, we have the Democratic Republic of Congo. Despite being rich in natural resources, the DRC has been mired in conflict and political instability, leaving a vast majority of its inhabitants in a state of severe poverty. Country's wealth has often been exploited rather than used to uplift its people, leading to a stark contrast between its potential and its reality. Third on our list is Mozambique, a country on the southeastern coast of Africa. Mozambique has made significant strides since the end of its civil war in 1992. The country still struggles with high rates of poverty. The ongoing challenges include inadequate infrastructure, corruption, and a high disease burden. Next, we journey to Malawi, known as the warm heart of Africa. Despite its friendly moniker and the warmth of its people, Malawi is one of the world's poorest countries. Economy is heavily based on agriculture, which is vulnerable to weather changes and market fluctuations. The country also grapples with high rates of HIV/AIDS, which has had a profound impact on life expectancy and economic productivity. We have Niger, a landlocked country in West Africa, faces numerous challenges including a harsh desert environment, high population growth, and limited arable land. The country's economy is heavily reliant on subsistence farming and livestock, which are vulnerable to variations in rainfall and desertification. These countries, Despite their current economic situations, each have unique cultures and histories that make them far richer than what is reflected in their GDP. Continuing on our journey, we move on to the remaining 5 countries on our list, each with its own unique challenges and circumstances. Let's start with Mozambique, a country rich in natural resources but plagued by a history of colonial exploitation and civil war. Despite significant progress since the end of the civil war in the early 90s, Mozambique still struggles with political instability and corruption that hampers its economic development. Next, we have Madagascar, the world's 4th largest island. Despite its biodiversity richness and potential for ecotourism, deforestation, soil erosion, and a lack of infrastructure have left the country economically vulnerable. Liberia is next on our list. A nation founded by freed American and Caribbean slaves, Liberia has endured 2 devastating civil wars in recent years, leaving its economy in tatters. Its recovery has been slow, further hampered by the Ebola crisis in 2014. In the heart of Africa, we find the Democratic Republic of Congo. Blessed with abundant natural resources, it's a paradox that the nation is entangled in poverty. Civil unrest, corruption, and poor governance have prevented these resources from being utilized to lift its people out of poverty. Lastly, we have Burundi. With a history marred by ethnic conflict and political instability, Burundi is one of the world's poorest and hungriest countries. An agrarian society faces the challenge of soil erosion due to overpopulation and deforestation. These countries, despite their economic status, harbor the potential for growth. They're home to vibrant cultures, rich histories, and people who carry the resilience and hope for a better future. Despite these challenges, there are ways these countries can improve their economic situations. Education is a cornerstone. By investing in quality education, countries can equip their citizens with the skills needed to contribute to the economy effectively. Infrastructure development is another key area. Building roads, bridges, and public utilities can create jobs, stimulate economic activity, and improve the quality of life. Moreover, international aid plays a crucial role. For instance, leaders of 23 African countries have called for a $100 billion replenishment of the World Bank's fund for the world's poorest countries. This kind of financial support can help these nations build their economies and work towards self-sufficiency. However, it's important to note that these are general solutions. Each country has unique circumstances and will need to tailor its approach to its specific needs and resources. Thank you for joining us on this journey. We hope this has given you a deeper understanding of the world we live in. Remember, subscribing and sharing our content helps us to keep providing these insights. Until next time, keep exploring.